The names Alfred Edwards and Dr. James Spensley may mean little to modern-day fans of Italian football, yet those two Englishmen, along with countless other sailors and traders towards the turn of the century, are the main reason why, as the next century fast approaches, organised football in Italy is tonight celebrating its 100th birthday. 100 years of the Italian FA, and tonight in Rome's Olympic Stadium, a glittering array of stars have come together under the banner of the FIFA World Stars 11 to take on the famed Azzurri, the Italian national side. The whole match coming your way on Eurosport. It's a very good evening from Guy Mowbray inside the magnificent Olympic Stadium. It holds in excess of 80,000 supporters. Nothing like that number inside here tonight. But Trevor Stephen, alongside me, former England, Everton and Rangers star, those that have come are expecting to be entertained by some of the modern-day world's great names. In Italy with Cagliari, Aaron Winter, Dunga, Fernando Hierro of Spain, George Weah, there's that man Ronaldo, Zinedine Zidane, World Cup winner, 2 goals in the World Cup final on July the 12th, Gabriel Batistuta there wearing number 11, Zé Maria of Brazil, Rui Costa of Portugal, and that's not to mention players on the bench such as Oliver Bierhoff, Hidetoshi Nakata of Perugia in Japan, one of the World Games rising stars, Marcelo Salas, João Pinto, the World Cup Golden Boot winner Davor Suker. I just wonder what this lot would be worth.
Absolutely incredible, isn't it? It just shows you the seriousness that these individual players have taken this game. They well respect the Italian FA.
Some of the names that they could only have dreamed about watching play football in the flesh. Let's run through that World Stars 11 starting lineup in full then. Gianluca Pagliuca, David Nayafi, Aaron Winter, Dunga, Fernando Hierro, George Weah, Ronaldo, Zinedine Zidane, Gabriel Batistuta, Zé Maria and Rui Costa. Those are the players that start the game. As for Italy, well, Angelo Peruzzi in goal. At number 2, Christian Panucci. 4 is Dino Baggio. 5, Fabio Cannavaro. 6, the skipper Paolo Maldini. 7, Diego Fuser. 8, Demetrio Albertini. 9, Juventus striker Filippo Inzaghi. 10 is Francesco Totti, the informed striker from AS Roma. 11, his Roma colleague Eusebio Di Francesco. And 13, a player who plays his football in the Olympic Stadium here, but with Lazio, that's Alessandro Nesta. On the bench, some more familiar Italian names: Gianluigi Buffon, the reserve goalkeeper, Soto, Negro, Torricelli, Bacchini, Cois, Tomasi, Chiesa and Del Vecchio. And we've got French officials for this celebratory night. The referee is Monsieur Rémi Arel. Great roars greet the Italian national anthem. Just looking at the faces of the Italian players, you can see that quite a few of them are treating this as more than just a training exercise. Seriously, they're going to try and put themselves in the frame for a regular place in Dino's off starting lineup with some very important.
On the streets of Rome, having a good look around, and you can
finally get the action underway. Italy attacking from left to right in the first half. And a bit of pace shown very early on by Maldini. The South African. Break on perhaps now. Totti. Well, setting his sights early. Francesco Totti. Not on target this time, but I think we're just grateful for an early shot to spark some life into the crowd.
Yeah.
It doesn't generate into farce and finish something like 6-all with goalkeepers coming forward to wander down the field and score. You never know, we might be praying for that a little later on unless things liven up. Totti going for his second shot of the night. And he's doing more than anybody to try and spark some life into the occasion.
Big thing, just using him sparingly. And that's the best way to go, I'm sure, for the long-term future of Ronaldo.
Here's Albertini looking for Inzaghi. Goal number 1. And real quality about it too. Well, it may be just a friendly, but that goal meant quite a lot to Filippo Inzaghi. It's livened up the Olympic Stadium, and it was really well taken on the volley.
Well, he's got to pick holes all night, I think, between Weah and David Nayati. There he just pulled off Nayati. That was a good ball in from the left-hand side. David Nayati's right under that one. Inzaghi just pulled off him. He could have taken 2 touches, but his first touch was brilliant. And that's a great finishing.
Hovering around the edge of the area. Totti comes wide to support. Again, it's aimed towards the number 9. This time, Paliuca reacted really well.
Dirty in that lob.
Just looking back at the replay, suspicion of offside against Ronaldo. I'm just thinking if there's a suspicion of handball against Peruzzi, just outside his area. As he blocked the attempted chip, nevertheless, it will be a free kick now to the World 11. It's going to be Batistuta, leaves it for Weah. And Peruzzi plucks it out of the air. Batistuta. It's a drop. A goal a game in Serie A this season, Gabriel Batistuta. 13 in 13 for table-topping Fiorentina. Weah now looks for Ronaldo. Beautiful ball clipped over from the Liberian to the Brazilian. He couldn't make the most. Not claimed by Batistuta. Here's Panucci. Dino Baggio. Now Totti looking for Inzaghi. That's a great pass. Inzaghi. Great save as well from Paliuca.
Just getting between 2 defenders and always running towards goal as well, which is where the main threat is.
Here's Ronaldo. End-to-end stuff at the moment. Zidane has found Batistuta. Must score. Oh, and he does so emphatically. Doesn't matter if it's a friendly game or a top-of-the-range international. Batistuta is deadly from anywhere around the penalty area. It was a great ball from Zidane, wrong-footed the defence. Almost looked to have mishit it at first. But he knew exactly where Batistuta was, and he needed no second invitation.
Oh, magnificent goal, absolutely magnificent. Zidane, the ball was almost under his feet, but still made the pass. I thought Batistuta might drag the ball across to the goalkeeper's left, but no, if he was going to score at the near post, that was the only place he could put it. And he put it there with venom.
Where would you rank him, Trevor, in terms of
top form? He would be the #1 player in the world.
Well, given away, and a chance for Batistuta to score number 2 of the evening. That was certainly not poaching. He was denied anyway by Peruzzi. A strike from 20 yards. Kemper just 3-on-3 now. Ronaldo is the man in the middle. Still Ronaldo. Oh, it's a great piece of skill. Just behind Batistuta. Weah's there. Magnificent stuff from Ronaldo. George Weah with the finish. Well, we're getting the goals that we wanted. And even more pleasing, we're getting them with real style. How about this from the brilliant Brazilian?
Cannavaro made one mistake. He let Ronaldo pick up the ball and run at him, and he left him for dead. George Weah's done well there to get in on the end of it. The damage had already been done there. Ronaldo allowed to run at Cannavaro. Cannavaro is one of the best defenders in the world, yet Ronaldo's made him look so ordinary. The ball's ricocheted to George Weah. Maldini couldn't deal with it. And that's all that George Weah needed, just a fraction of a second. And that gives the rest of the world the lead.
Italy coming back strongly. It will break here towards Fuser. Now Maldini with the header. And away. Albertini. Great effort. Saved by Paliuca. Fuser now. Couldn't have struck a shot much better, Dimitri Albertini. It was low. They have real pace behind it.
I think it took a deflection as well of Dunga as it came in. In fact, I think it was George Weah that took the deflection.
And now the break is on for Rui Costa. Zidane to the left, Ronaldo to the right. Here's Zinedine Zidane. Shoots early. Off the outside of the post. Really good stuff from the world stars now. Reached the pass from Rui Costa.
I think it'd be one thing that Dino Zoff is not particularly thrilled about it. And his midfield, he has Albertini and Dino Baggio, and neither of those players are capable of going past players with the ball.
Here's Totti, who's capable of shooting, as we've seen, and playing a good ball into the box. And the finish was just a little bit too elaborate from Di Francesco moving in. Totti again, the provider. Well, so Ronaldo leaves the field, having had a run around. Hasn't got a goal, so was instrumental in the second one that George Weah scored, and replaced by Davor Suker. I wonder if we'll see Ronaldo back again before the end of the evening. Paolo Maldini. Inzaghi making a run across the face of Iero on the edge of the box. Totti is going to be held up though. Now the burst comes in from Di Francesco, who scores this time with a more orthodox finish. A toe poke past Pagliuca. 2-2, 36 minutes played. And Di Francesco sits on the fence in celebration.
Well, I thought Pagliuca just done enough to save that from Di Francesco. But obviously not done quite enough. Albertini played a superb ball through. The rest of the world defence caught a little bit flat-footed there. Di Francesco makes his dart in from the left-hand side. Gets his foot to the ball and does enough. Funny enough, can sometimes appear quite awkward, yet we know he's got so much skill and so much ability. And he's a big man as well. But his balance is absolutely second to none.
Italy now with Fuset. Shooting opportunity for the Parma man. Oh, that's a great finish from Diego Fuset. Didn't seem to be much on. He waited and waited for the ball to drop. And Pagliuca saw about as much of that as we did in the stands.
You're right, absolutely right there, Guy. He's taken this ball down on his chest. And I thought Aaron Vinta was just going to make it back. But obviously not fast enough. Pagliuca got a fingertip to it, I believe. But that was a super shot from Fuset. I've seen him do that on numerous occasions. He does strike a good volley.
Just get the feeling, looking at the replay, that if this was a full-blooded Serie A encounter, Inter Milan against Parma, Vinta may have been a little more committed with the block tackle.
These young children tonight.
I'm sure that particular young man will be pretty overwhelmed by it all. Even you, Trevor, you played with the best, but you found it quite awe-inspiring to be on the pitch with the likes of Batistuta, I know, before the start of the action here. Well brought down by Totti. Only Del Vecchio in the centre. He's the target, Del Vecchio! Caught late by Shirunmu. Tough in terms of the Italian side. And there's another one leaving the field. Francesco Totti's work is done for the evening. So on comes Chiesa. Maldini's left out there. Christian Panucci at right back. Diego Fuset to Italy. That's the end result. Fuset. Ruiz got his head to it. Del Vecchio challenged by Hernandez. Still not away. Maldini back in. And what about that for a finish? The tightest of angles for Enrico Chiesa. But he's made it 4-2 nevertheless, squeezing it home past Shirunmu. Credit goes to Paolo Maldini for the ball back into the danger zone. He saw Chiesa making the run. And Chiesa did the rest.
Yeah, took up a good position. Maldini did well to put the ball back into the danger area. And Enrico Chiesa has just done enough. He just got it on goal. Shirunmu perhaps could be criticised for not covering his near post, but
Buffon with the goal kick for Italy.
Well, if the Italians can be bothered to move around a bit, I dread to think what that defence is going to look like by the end of this 45 minutes.
Just too high for Del Vecchio. There was no flag, and Shirunmu has kept the score at 4-2, somehow blocking the shot from Chiesa.
That was an unbelievable save, wasn't it?
Didn't know too much about it. Maldini. And Dunga finally does make way for João Pinto. He takes the captain's armband, but thus far has declined to wear it. Is he going to give it to George Weah? He beats Nakata with ease. And then a touch from Chiesa to Del Vecchio. Chance for Del Vecchio. And a good challenge from that. Waiting for their next burst of action in March in the new year. Denmark against Italy on the 27th. There they go again. Some of these players will want to be involved in that one. All of them will want to be, and that's a good save again from Shirunmu to deny Bacchini this time. George Weah, is he going to try and walk through the lot of them? Support from Bierhoff. Bierhoff goes for goal. Save from Buffon.
Better stop there from the rest of the world, George Weah.
Great chance building up here. Tomasi, and scrambled in somehow by Enrico Chiesa, who scores the second goal of the second half and makes it Italy 5, the FIFA World Stars 11 2. 5 quality goals in the first half, 2 rather bundled goals from Enrico Chiesa since the restart.
No, as simple as that, really. I think once the Italian side really put their minds to it, then the opportunities will come. Tomasi, not the best ball across George Weah, just getting his toe to it, putting it into the path of Enrico Chiesa.
Ahead of him. On the right is Tomasi in acres of space. Great chance for Tomasi. Goalkeeper's missed it. Chiesa has got his hat-trick. Well, there's a storyline anyway. Enrico Chiesa on as a half-time substitute. All 3 second-half goals for the Parma hitman. 6-2, Italy lead.
Well, he won't score an easier hat-trick, I don't think. 2 would definitely be considered as tap-ins as that is. His first goal, perhaps the goalkeeper should have had it, but he won't be complaining. Tomasi released on the right-hand side. Not a save that Shirunmu will be particularly pleased with.
Rebounded back off the goalkeeper's knees. Straight to Enrico Chiesa. 6-2, well, he'll go down in the history books, whether the game means a great deal or not. And our referee, Monsieur Rémi Harel from France, have decided that that's enough for the evening of celebrations at the Olympic Stadium in Rome. Italy 6, a World Stars 11, 2 is the final score. 8 goals, a first half of real skills, and 5 goals. Second half saw a hat-trick from Chiesa, but little else, Trevor Stephen.
Yeah, first half I was very impressed with. Saw some good goals, some great play all around. Second half, the game died out somewhat, but still enjoyable. It was a joy to see likes of Batistuta, Ronaldo, Zidane, all on the same field. The Italians got the result they wanted though. It was their night, it was their celebration. Good result for them, I suppose.